Good morning, Year 1 children at St Heliers School. Today we're going to do some Casey the Caterpillar handwriting. So you will need a piece of paper and something to write with, like a pen or a pencil or a crayon. If you need to go find those now, pause the video. The story starts with Casey the caterpillar hatching from an egg. She crawls along the branch, munching up all of the juicy green leaves that she can find. As she goes, she meets lots of animals and insects and notices lots of shapes around her. Do you remember some of the shapes that she notices? As she reaches the end of the branch, she's getting really sleepy. So she makes herself a cocoon and curls up inside her cocoon and goes to sleep. While she's asleep, she transforms into a butterfly, and when she emerges, she flies off of her branch, down all the way onto the next branch, and lays an egg right by the tree trunk where it's nice and safe. Today we're going to concentrate on practicing two shapes. So the tall stick. In the story, Casey the caterpillar climbs a tall stick to see where she is on the branch. The second shape we're going to practice is the tunnel, and the tunnel is made by a leaf that's curled over the branch. To begin with, we need to set up our piece of paper in the right direction. So we want to use our piece of paper landscape. Remember, this is portrait and this is landscape. We want to use our piece of paper in this direction so that the branches which we're going to write across are even longer and we'll have more space to practice our shapes. The first thing we need to do our Casey the caterpillar handwriting is to set up our page. We need to start by drawing a tree trunk down the left side of the page. Now this is like the margin in our exercise book. It goes from the top of the page to the bottom of the page. Then we need to draw 3 branches on our tree trunk. These are like the lines in our exercise book. They go from the left to the right. 2. Try and get them straight, but if they're a little bit crooked, it doesn't matter. 3. Then we need to draw our eggs at the beginning of each line. Now this shows us where we're going to start writing on each line. So we don't draw our eggs in the middle of the line, we draw right in the corner here, right by the tree trunk where it's nice and safe. And this shows us where we start our writing on each line. The first shape we're going to practice is a tall stick. Tall sticks start at the top of the line and go downwards to touch the bottom of the line. You want to start your line of tall sticks right by the egg over here with a tall stick from the top to the bottom. You can use your finger to show how big a finger space is. Tall stick. Once you've worked out how big a finger space is, you can take your finger away and just judge how big that space is with your eyes. Tall stick. Don't let your tall sticks go below the line. When you get halfway, I want you to try some short sticks. These are just like tall sticks, except they start halfway up the line. Short stick, short stick. Keep going until the end of the line. The next shape we're going to try is a tunnel. Now a tunnel starts on the line, goes up and over and finishes on the line, like this. So you start on the line right by the egg, up and over and finishes on the line. We want to make sure that our tunnels don't go above this imaginary line halfway up the line. Tunnel, tunnel. Do a line of tunnels all the way across the page. Alright, on the next line, we're going to have a go at joining together 2 shapes to make a letter. I want you to have a think. If I join together a tall stick and a tunnel, what letter will I make? If you think it's the letter H, then you're right. Let's have a go. So you're going to start at the top of your line with a tall stick. Keep your pen on the page to go into the tunnel. So starting right by the egg. Keep your pen on the page. Tall stick, up and over tunnel. Don't forget your finger spaces. Tall stick, tunnel. tall stick, tunnel. Tall stick, tunnel. When you get halfway, I want you to have a go at a different letter. This one's made up of a short stick and a tunnel. Do you know which letter I'm thinking of? If you think it's the letter N, then you're right. Let's have a go. Starting halfway up. Short stick, tunnel. Short stick, tunnel. Short stick, tunnel. Now that you've got to the end of the line, I want you to get a different coloured pen or crayon. I'm going to use this orange one. And I am going to choose my favourite H and my favourite N. I'm looking for ones that start at the very top, that go all the way to the bottom, but not below like that one there. I'm going to check that none of my letters are jumping on the trampoline. They all should be sitting on the line. And then I want you to give your favourite H and your favourite N a little tick above it. So I like that one, and I like that one. Okay, so on the final line we're going to do another letter, which is made up of a short stick and two tunnels. It goes short stick, tunnel, tunnel. Can you think what letter that might be? If you think it's the letter M, then you're right. So we start halfway up, remember right by your egg, which is down the bottom there. We have a short stick to begin with. We keep our pen on the page to do our two tunnels. Alright, don't forget your finger space in between. Short stick, tunnel, tunnel. Now I'm being very careful not to draw on the table, but try and get your N to go as low down to the bottom of the page as you can without drawing on the table. Short stick, tunnel, tunnel. This one's tricky because you don't take your pen off the page during the whole letter. It's all one movement. Short stick, tunnel, tunnel. Alright, now I'm going to get out my orange pen and I'm going to give a tick to my favourite N. I'm looking for ones that only go halfway up between the line below and the line above. So halfway up and are sitting on the line. I think I like that one there because the two tunnels are kind of the same shape. So I'm going to give that one a little tick. Well done Year 1, and thanks for having a go at Casey the Caterpillar handwriting with me. Can you think of any other letters that have a tall stick, short stick or tunnel in them? Let me know in the comments below. And see you next time. Bye!